Welcome back to my channel. 元気ですか? After today's video, you'll be able to count numbers from 0 to 100 in Japanese. You will also get the idea of what counters are. And then you will learn how to say time in Japanese. At the end of this video, I'd like to talk about Japanese numerals, which are Japanese origin counting method. Okay, let's start. Let's start by learning how to say from 1 to 10. Okay, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. いいですか？もう一度聞いてください。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. So let's take a look one by one. Now I'd like to make it as easy as possible for you to remember these numbers. So let's see if these pictures will help. Ich, like you're eating. Ni, your knees. Sun, sun. She, my girlfriend, she. And then go. So, ich, ni, san, she, go. 6, like rocks. 7, she's feeding cheese. Hachi is dog's name, Hachi. Q, you're in line for Q. Ju for juice. Again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And out of those 10 numbers, some numbers has more than one name for it when people count from 1 to 10. Number 4 is either she or this one, yon. 6 to 10, number 7 is often pronounced as nana. Like nana, nani is feeding the baby. So you will probably hear both ways of calling those names equally. They're both correct. And it's up to you. Whichever you choose to name those numbers, you're okay. Let me see if I can make a story. Let's see. I have a itch on my knee under the sun. But my girlfriend, she goes to a rock climbing, leaving her baby with Nani, and I end up taking my pet dog Hatch and then line up in a long queue to get a glass of juice. Does that make any sense? If you come up with a better story, please leave it in the comments for other students. Number 0 is either zero in Japanese or rei. Rei is a Japanese word for 0. Okay, and then again, 1, 2, 3, number 4 has either yon or shi. 5, 6, number 7, either nana or shi. And then 8, Q has another pronunciation for ku when it comes to telling a time. And then ju. And then again, let me repeat. The very first way that I counted from 1 to 10 was this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then these number 4 for yo, and then number 9 for ku with the blue circle are the pronunciations that you will use when you tell times, and I will mention that later in this video. Okay, so this number is either 0 or Japanese word for this number is 0。そうです。それでは数字を読んでください。6、9、7 or 7、8、4 or 4。いいですね。はい、それではもう一度行きましょう。Let's do this again from 1 to 10. Let's count this together. はい。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。Now, can you count backwards? Let's try. This is 10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1. Yes, interestingly, when you count backwards, this number 7 is always 7, and the number 4 is always 4. Now, I don't know why, but maybe it's because it's easier to say 7 and 4 when you're counting backwards. Try both ways and see yourself which is easier to pronounce, either 7 or 4 when you're counting backwards. Japanese counting method is fairly straightforward and easy. For 11, you just need to add 1 to 10, which is 10. So it's going to be 11, 11. And then this one is 12, 13. And then 14 is 14. Now, again, this one, it could be 14 if you wish. It's either 14 or 14. And 15 is 15. 16, 16. 17 is 17 or 17. Either will do. And then 18 is 18. 19 is 19. Or this one could be 19. Okay, I said ku is only used for time expressions, but when you're counting 19, you can say 19. And then 20 is 20. Okay, ni number 2 and then 10. So that's 20. Okay, let's take a look at the 20s together. So 20 is 20, so plus 1 will be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And then 30 is 3 plus 10, so it is 30 for 30. Do you get a hang of it? Okay, so before I go any further, let's talk about 10 digits. So 10 is 10, and then 20 is 20, and this is 30. 40 is 40. Now, some people may say it 40, but 40 is a more common way to say 40. 50, 50, 60, 60, 70 is 70. Now again, some people may say it 70, but it's hard to pronounce 70, and then 7 and then 1 gets confused. So 70 is a better way to say for number 70. 77 is 77. Okay. 77 is difficult to hear because chi and ichi sounds the same, kind of similar. So let's say 77 is 77. And then 80 is 80. 90 is 90. 100 is 100. 100. So this. All right, I'm going to point the number and I want you to read it, okay? Hi, let's start from here. 31, 42, 53, 64 or 64.はい。75、86、97、97、97. And how about this one? 88、79 and 70. How about this one? 80 and 90 and 100 for 100. いいですね。Now you know numbers. Let's practice saying phone numbers. In Japanese, we use no to indicate a dash. So it goes like this. 123の4567 like that. Now, when I tell my friends my phone number in Tokyo, I usually mention the area code with the name of the area. So it goes like this. Tokyo 03-3788の2431. You don't have to say the area code, but I think it is less confusing if you just say the name of the area first. Now, please tell me your phone number in New York. How do you say these numbers? So です。212-584の0857. Alright, and let's pretend that you live in Osaka, second largest city in Japan. And this time, please mention the name of the area and then area code and your phone number. Hi, いいですね。大阪06-2435の9816. Okay, so let me tell you these numbers. When you need to call a police, we say 110番 110. This is the phone number you should call to have the police come and help you. Now, 119 is when you need the ambulance or in case of emergency, you call 119, 119. And then if you have some problems in the ocean with water, maybe the shipwreck or you're drowning, to help somebody who's drowning, you should call 118. Dial 118 to help somebody who is drowning. In Japanese, when you count things, you have to attach something called counter to numbers. And the type, shape, and size of an object determines which counter should be used. It is like in English, you say 2 sheets of paper or 3 glasses of water. So it's something like that. And each item has different counters. For example, the counter for time, like o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, is G. And then you use sai for age and nensei for year in school. Now, as you progress with the elementary level Japanese studying, you will learn all sorts of counters in the later lessons. But as for today, let's just remember the counter for o'clock, and then let's find out how it is used. The counter always will be attached next to the number, but number comes before counter. So 1 o'clock is 1 is ichi, and the counter ji will be attached after the number. 2 o'clock is ni ji, 3 o'clock san ji. Now 4 o'clock is always yoji. It's not shiji nor yonji. You have to say yoji for 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock, goji, rokuji. 7 o'clock is shichiji, but it can be nanaji. It's because shichiji and 1 o'clock, ichiji, get confused sometimes. So if you are waiting for an announcement for train time, the announcer may say nanaji so that the people don't get confused with either 1 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So shichiji, nanaji, you can use them both. And then 8 o'clock is hachiji, 9 o'clock is kuji. Okay, it's not kyuji. So be careful. 9 o'clock, kuji. 10 o'clock, juji. And 11 is juichiji. And then 12 o'clock is juniji. The phrase to ask time is nanji desu ka? So please answer me. Nanji desu ka? 6時。何時ですか ?11 時。何時ですか ?4 時。何時ですか時。いいですね。Now I'd like to introduce Japanese origin numbers now. The way you count 1, 2, 3, those are Chinese origin numbers. And then there's another series of numbers called Japanese origin numbers. And it goes like this. 1つ、2つ、3つ、4つ、5つ、6つ、7つ、8つ、9つと。Now I remember my grandmother used to count things like he, who, me, yo, I, mu, na, ya, ko, to. And then that's a 10 pile here. And then she goes again, he, who, me, yo, I, mu, na, ya, ko, to count another 10 of things. So let me show you when you use these Japanese origin numbers. Japanese origin numbers goes up to 10, and then you use to count relatively small items like these. And then what's so cool about Japanese origin numbers is that you don't need to attach counters, counter expressions. So if you don't know how to count these with the correct counters, you can just use these Japanese origin numbers. Now, ごめんなさい. Children actually learn how to count things this way first before they go to school and then learn how to count 1, 2, 3. When you ask children how old they are, and then if you ask いくつ, which is how old, they go like this. If they're 3 years old, they go like mitsu. And if they're 2 years old, they go like, 2つ, like that. In Japan, we use fingers this way to count things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't go this way. We go this way. So for small children to say they're 3, this is hard to do. So they go like this. 3つ. If you have a chance to meet with small Japanese children, ask いくつ, how old, and then they'll probably say 3つ or 2つ or so on. Now, as an adult, if you have children of maybe age 7 and then 5 and 3, you can say I have children who is 7つ and 5つ and 3つ to mention their ages. This counting method is, I said it's influenced Japanese culture, but take a look at the calendar dates. We say second day as 2日, third date of the month is 3日. So not the first date, but the second date all the way to the 10th has the same initial letter as Japanese origin numbers. 2日, 3日, 4日, 5日, 6日, like that. And then earlier I mentioned which number to call the ambulance or the police car. So this is 110 number. We say 100 当番. と is 10. So the number for police is 100当番. 番 means number. So just like that, you find many names that originally come from these numbers in Japanese. 東京は今何時ですか? They're 13 hours ahead of us, so don't call them now. それではまた。さよなら。